Lawrence, Massachusetts for this matchup in varsity boys volleyball between the Lawrence High School Lancers and the North Andover Scarlet Knights. Some late regular season action here in boys volleyball in the Merrimack Valley Conference. The Lancers coming into this game with a 5-game winning streak. Victories against Chelmsford, Methuen, Lowell, Billerica, and Haverhill. 2 of those 5 games coming on the road. The Lancers, one of the best teams in the state this year, number 12 in the Commonwealth according to the Globe. They are tied for first place in the Merrimack Valley Conference with a conference record of 14-1. Overall this season, they are 14-3 with those 2 losses outside of conference play. Meanwhile, we are already underway here in the first set. Meanwhile, the Knights come into the game second to last place in the Merrimack Valley Conference on top of Billerica. They are 2-11 in conference play this year, 2-15 overall, with those 4 losses coming outside of conference play. So the Knights coming into Lawrence trying to pick up the big upset victory against the Lancers, who are playoff bound, expecting the playoff to start within a couple of weeks' time here. It's Wednesday, May the 22nd, 2019. It's beautiful outside and comfortable inside here in the field house. First set action between the Knights and the Lancers. Lawrence High up 6-3 here in set number 1 against the Scarlet Knights of North Andover. This is Delphi Solar serving for the home team. Lancers get it across with Dominici. This is a setup to the near side for North Andover. Good defense by the Lancers at the net. 7-3 here in the first. The Lancers leading by 4 with Solar getting ready to serve it again. Right-handed serve up and over. Nice low line drive. Tipped over at the net by Sanchez. North Andover gets the point here, 7-4 now. Side out. And it's going to be Jacob Colon, the sophomore, to serve for the Knights. Here's the set up the middle for Sanchez, who gets the kill. Right into the middle of the Knights' defense. Lancers on top by 4 here in the first. And the libero Mena gets ready to serve. In the white uniform, nice line drive serve over with the left hand. And North Andover with 4 hits on their side of the court. Lancers get a point off that nice serve. Here comes another one from Felix. And this one is deflected backwards. The Lancers in control here to start things off, 10-4. And that's going to prompt the timeout called by the North Andover bench. Once again, the score here in the first, Lancers 10 and the Knights 4. We want to thank you for watching LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics, and we will take this opportunity to remind you that we broadcast on Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 41, and on YouTube. LPS Media, of course, broadcasts 24 hours a day. We cover events at all of the wonderful Lawrence Public Schools. Some of our regular programming includes LHS Sports, theatrical productions, and Partnership Heroes, a show featuring the connections between schools and families. Check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel to watch LPS Media all day, every day, on any device. Get the app or open up your favorite browser and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 7 years. Back to the action here, 10-4 Lancers. Of course, we want to thank our crew for making tonight's broadcast possible. Kiana, Marcelis, and Ray. Our producer is Luis Lopez. My name is Jay Oza, and thanks again for watching LPS Media here. Boys varsity volleyball, late spring. Gorgeous day outside. We're in the field house here, enjoying the sunshine coming in from behind us. And the Lancers playing well here in the first set against the underdog North Andover Knights. Coming down 114, one town over to challenge the Lancers. They're going to try to pick up this upset here. But the Lancers are in complete control to start things off. It's 13-4, a 9-point lead for the home team. Here comes the serve from Mena, another left-handed line drive serve. Here's the set up the middle, knocked over by Samuel Ursu. And that's a kill for Samuel Ursu, number 22, the sophomore middle hitter for the Knights. Here's Liam Ross, another sophomore serving for the Knights. Solar sends it far side, and Reyes couldn't handle that one right in front of the scorer's table. North Andover picks up the point. Ross gets ready to serve it again. Tosses it up, sends it over with the right hand. Dominici to Espinal, perfect timing, and that fires up the crowd and the Lancer bench as well. Hector Sanchez, the Lancer head coach, clapping and nodding in approval of the perfect set to Espinal. Now it's Lozano to take his turn to serve, another left-handed server. Andrew Jones couldn't handle that one, sends it back. And out of bounds, the Lancers pick up the point and regain their 9-point lead. Lozano again. Here's the set to the near side for Doherty. And Doherty is going to get a kill here, as the Lancers couldn't chase that one down in the backcourt. 15-7. The Lancers on top here in the first. And it's going to be Samuel Ursu. He serves out of bounds, not by much though. Lancers get the point on the out of bounds violation. Now Jairus Reyes, the junior, serves for Lawrence. Here's the set up into the middle for David Soskov. Now to the near side for Doherty. Sent to the back by Lawrence High. Out of bounds over the back line. The Lancers get another one and they extend their lead up to 10. It is 17-7. Nice defense there at the net. But a good finish by Doherty. Lead down to 9. It's 17-8 in favor of Lawrence. Serve comes over from Lincoln Gervasoni. And here's a second one from Gervasoni. 17-9 now, Lancers on top. Here's the set for Solar on the far side, who gets the kill, powering it through the defense. The blockers were there and ready, but couldn't stand up to the power of Delphi. Here's Espinal. Misfires on the serve. Clenches his right fist. Quick side out, and North Andover will serve. Here's Eric Doherty, the senior, one of the captains. And that's out of bounds over the back line, just barely. Doherty surprised. And it'll be Dominici to serve for the Lancers. Number 5 in blue for 19-10. His right-handed serve is over. And here's the set. It's violation on the set for the double hit. And the Lancers have amassed a 10-point lead here in the first set. Dominici, the right-handed line drive serve. Nice job by Cologne to chase that one down into his bench area. Here's the set to the far side. Solar gets the deflection. And Delphi puts the Lancers up 21-10. Dominici dribbles a few times. Right-handed serve is over. Nice changeup of a serve. North Andover does a good job to keep that one alive. Tipped up by Dominici, deflected out of bounds at the net. Good offense by the Lancers. And it's deflected backwards by Soskov, the sophomore. And the Lancers take a commanding 12-point lead. 22-10. Here's the set from Cologne to the far side, near side rather, for Ross, and Ross gets the kill as the Lancers, the best they can do is deflect it backwards. 11-point lead for the home team as the libero Jones serves. Freshman libero for the North Andover Knights. Good offense at the net there, deflected back by North Andover, and it's 23-11. Here's the serve from Solar. What a line drive serve. Sent over, but out of bounds by Doherty. 24-11, and just like that, it's set point here in the first. Lancers trying to end the first set right here on the serve of Delphi. Solar gets a little bit excited, perhaps, and sends that one well out of bounds. This will be Jacob Cologne to serve. North Andover needs to go on a big run here to keep this set alive. Over to the far side for Reyes, out of bounds. North Andover still alive here, though they are down by 11. 24-13 remains set point for LHS. Cologne puts it on the ground a couple times, serves it up, left-handed serve. Solar to Dominici, here's the set for Lozano, well out of bounds. North Andover still alive. Lead down to 10. Cologne again puts it down, left-handed serve. Dominici, the set for Sanchez. This time it's Doherty. Nice dig there by Delphi Solar, one-handed. And Reyes gets it to go inbounds on the far side. Nice kill by Jairus Reyes. The Lancers have won set number one by the score of 25-14. Folks, thank you so much for watching this LPS media broadcast. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with set number 2.
I recycle. Do you?
We recycle. Do you?
Which one?
Aha! Feels good to be a gangster.
Recycle police!
I didn't do it! Why is this orange pill in here?
I don't know. That was a delicious pizza party. It's time to clean up. Where should I put this? It's cardboard, so it's recyclable.
Recycle police! Why is this piece box in here?
I was cleaning up.
I just finished grocery shopping. What am I supposed to do with this? Is this recyclable?
Recycle police!
You can't recycle that.
Recycle responsibly. No shopping bags, pizza boxes, or food. Together we can all make Lawrence better!
Welcome back, Lancer fans, and thanks again for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. We want to thank our crew for making tonight's broadcast possible. Kiana, Criselis, and Ray. Our producer is Luis Lopez. My name is Jay Oza, and welcome back to this Varsity Boys volleyball broadcast between North Andover High Scarlet Knights and the Lawrence High Lancers. The Lancers are ranked at number 12 in the state this year. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Boston Globe does their weekly rankings, and the Lancers, despite going on a 5-game winning streak, have been stuck at number 12 for a couple weeks now. And also, according to the maxprep.com computerized rankings, they also have the Lancers at number 12 in the state. So the Knights are up against a formidable opponent this evening here in the Fieldhouse. The Lancers won the first set 25-14. Also, we mentioned that the Lancers are on a 5-game winning streak currently. Their most recent outing, a 3-0 victory in Haverhill. They also defeated Bill Ricca in the game prior, a 3-0 victory that we broadcasted here on LPS Media. And before that, back on Wednesday the 15th, a 3-1 victory against Lowell. That was a very spirited competition that the Lancers ended up winning. You can also go back and check that game out on our YouTube channel. We have so much volleyball content for you to watch on our YouTube channel from this year. Boys volleyball and girls volleyball, and from years past. So if you're a volleyball fan, you are in the right place right now, dialed in to LPS Media and dialed in to a great Lancer squad here in 2019, taking care of business. only 3 losses this season, and only one of them within the conference. Their only loss within the conference was at Central Catholic back on Wednesday, May the 8th. That was a 3-1 loss. And mind you, the Lancers won earlier in the season, a 3-1 victory at home against Central. We did broadcast that game. You can go back and watch that. So the Raiders and the Lancers on a postseason collision course, as the Lancers only have 2 games left in the regular season. After tonight's game against the Knight, they'll play a couple of out-of-conference games. So this will be the last conference game the Lancers will be hoping to get at least a share of the Merrimack Valley Conference Championship if they're able to pick up the victory here today. Meanwhile, they will finish off the regular season with games at home against St. John's. That's on Friday night, and then over the weekend, again at home against Milford. That is Sunday afternoon. So here we are in the second set after the Lancers won the first one, 25-14. We're at 5-3 here in the second. This is Andrew Jones, once again, the spirited freshman, getting the ace, making it look easy. Freshman libero Jones getting it done on the serve. Here comes another one. Mena with a nice dig over to the far side, a set for Solar. Ross puts that one up. Lozano, the set to Dominici, back to Lozano. The defense was there, but the spike was too powerful from Lozano, number 9 for the Lancers. 2-point lead for the Lancers. Here's Solar with the right-handed serve. Jones couldn't handle that one. Sends it back into the net. And Delphi picks up the service point. And here he goes again, tossing it high into the air, but misfiring. Nothing but net. And now Jacob Cologne gets ready to serve again. For the first time here in the second set, left-handed service. Here's Dominici, the set to the far side for Lozano. Ross keeps it alive. But his teammates can't help him out. Lancers catch a break there on the misplay. 8-5 now, 3-point lead for the men in blue. Here's the libero, Mena to serve. Nice dig. Nice block by Espinal. Good defense by number 14, the middle hitter for the Lancers. And Felix prepares for another serve. He and the Lancers up by 4 here in the second. And North Andover's Cologne isn't able to get that one over. A little bit of a miscommunication there between Cologne and Jones. Mena sends it over. Here's the set over to the far side. Spiked by Doherty is blocked by Lozano. Good defense over on the far side in front of the scorer's table. North Andover down by 6 here in the second set. Dominici sends it back to Solar. Up the middle to Ursu. And Ursu gets a kill there for the Knights as North Andover tries to climb back into it here in the second set, down by only 5. Doherty puts it up. Dominici, plenty of time to set for Lozano. And that's a perfect spike over on the far side from Lozano. 12-6. Lancers get Aranella Brew into the game for the first time. Number 4 for the Lancers gets ready to serve. Right-handed serve sent to the back. And here's the set for Doherty. Dominici. Here's the set to Reyes. Reyes, what a spike that was. Even when the Lancer defenders, beg your pardon, even when the Knight defenders get in a good position, the Lancers have still been able to get points at the net. Been a big factor in this game here so far. It's a violation against North Andover for the double touch. 14-6. Lancers build up the lead, now 8 points ahead. Abreu with another serve. Nice dig there by Mena. Reyes sends it to the back. Cologne to Doherty. Mena the dig. Solar pushes that one over. Here's Ross with the set up the middle, tipped over by Ursu. Dominici the set for Solar up the middle. And that's 4 touches for North Andover. The last one coming from Ross, who deflected over the net, but that was the 4th touch on the North Andover side. Nice run here on the serve of Arenel Abreu. Right-handed serve goes deep. Here's Ross on the near side. Good defense, Espinal and Reyes teaming up. Dominici dumps it over and gets the kill. Heads up play by number 5, Jose Dominici. And North Andover calls timeout here in set number 2, trying to stop the bleeding with the score. Lawrence High 16, North Andover 6. We'll take a look at the Merrimack Valley Conference standings. Here are the league records for the MVC right now. Central Catholic and Lawrence tied in first place. Both teams 14-1. Lowell in third at 10-4. Next is Chelmsford at 8-6. Haverhill 6-8. Andover at 5-9. And rounding out the bottom 3, Methuen is 4-10. North Andover 2-11. And Billerica winless in the conference at 0-13. Top teams in the state. Again, this according to the Boston Globe. Here's 1 through 11. Greater New Bedford, Needham, Boston Latin, Newton North, Winchester, Natick, Milford, Acton, Boxborough, Wayland, Brookline, Central Catholic, and then the Lancers come in at number 12. Last week, Central Catholic and Lawrence were both at 11 and 12, and they haven't moved. Be quite a sight to see if the Lancers and the Raiders ended up facing each other in the playoffs later on down the road. They split their regular season matchups 1-1. The Lancers won the first game, Central won the second game. They have identical league records. And with a win today, the Lancers would be able to clinch at least a share of the Merrimack Valley Conference title. 17-7 here in the second set. Lancers playing well, putting it on cruise control, trying to take control of this game with the 2-set lead. They're well on their way here after winning the first set, 25-14 rather. Nice kill there by Espinal. Again, as I mentioned just a moment ago, the Lancers able to get points even when the Scarlet Knights defense is in position. Shows the power and authority with which the Lancers can spike it. Here's Abreu. Gill to set for Solar, and Solar gets the kill. And we're waiting for the call, and it's going to be a point for North Andover. The Lancers expressing some confusion over the call there. And a violation against the Lancers creates a side out, and North Andover will serve. Here's Gill with the set for Solar. Nice block that time. North Andover was able to get in position, but that's a violation on the Knights for touching of the net. Sanchez comes back into the game for the Lancers, while Espinal gets ready to serve. Tosses it, spins it, and that's a great serve. Violation for the double touch. Service point for Espinal. 20-8. Here's Espinal tossing it up, sending it over. Ross sends it over. Here's Gill to set for Solar. Solar going cross court. And the near side to the far side makes it 21-8. Espinal puts it up, right-handed serve. Ross with a misplay there, deflecting it back. 22-8. Lancers dominating here as Dante Vaughn is going to get into the game. Soler will take a rest. Espinal to serve. Vaughn with a set. Gill puts it over. Clips the net. Espinal with a nice dig. Sends it all the way over the net. Here's Espinal. Gill reverses it over the net here, and there's a set to Doherty, who sends it well out of bounds. Lancers 23, Knights 8 here in the second set. Espinal serves again, right-handed. Couldn't get that one to stay in bounds, just over the back line. Side out, then North Andover takes over. Here's the serve from Gervasoni, as Vaughn couldn't get that one over with the right hand. 23-10, 13-point lead for the home team. Gervasoni again, nice dig there by Abreu. Tipped over by Gill. Set to the far side, Doherty, what a spike from Doherty. As North Andover starting to heat up a little bit. They've still got a long way to go, down 23-11. Gervasoni again. Abreu to Sanchez. Now Vaughn gets the deflection. Might have been going out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. The Lancers have set point. Up by 13 here in the second. It's 24-11. As Lozano comes into the game for Abreu. Here's Gill with the serve. Tipped over by Doherty. Mena, the set far side for Lozano, who jumps and knocks it over. Set to the far side for Doherty. And the senior captain does it again. Here's the serve from Jones. It's inbounds. Another ace for Jones. That's his second of the game. Nice job serving by the freshman. Sends that one over. Another solid serve. And that one is deflected back by Gill. He was looking to pass to his teammate Vaughn, who wasn't there. 24-14. Knight trying to creep back into it here. And here comes a serve from Jones. Gill to set for Sanchez. Poked over with the left hand. North Andover keeps it alive. Gill sets it far side for Vaughn. Well out of bounds though. North Andover still alive. It's still set point for the Lancers. Out of bounds on the serve from Jones. And that'll be the end of set number 2. The Lancers win it by 10. Final score of the second set. Lawrence High 25 and the Knights 15. Folks, thanks again for watching this LPS Media broadcast. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with set number 3.
This is why you took a second job. While you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. While you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
Welcome back, Lancer fans, and thanks for joining us here on LPS Media. We are your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. We want to thank our crew once again for making tonight's broadcast possible. Kiana Griselis and Ray. Our producer is Luis Lopez. My name is Jay Oza. Varsity volleyball action here. North Andover Scarlet Knights in the black uniforms with the red trim. Lawrence High in the home blues, as that's deflected out of bounds by North Andover. We're in the third set here from Lawrence. North Andover scored 14 in the first and 15 in the second. The Lancers winning both sets. They're up 2-0 here in this late season action in the Merrimack Valley Conference. Here's what's at stake for the Lancers. A win today means that they would clinch a share of the MVC conference title. So we are talking about adding to the banner here in the field house at Lawrence High. North Andover will play Central later in the week here. And so at the very worst, with a win here today, the worst the Lancers would do is tie with Central Catholic for the MVC title. So very important game here. The Lancers are playing very well with the conference title on the line. And then if the Lancers are able to take care of business today, still far from over here today, but if the Lancers are able to take care of business here today, then we point our attention to North Andover against Central later on in the week. If Central wins, then the Lancers and Raiders would tie for the MVC Conference Championship for 2019. And if North Andover is able to pull off the miracle upset against Central, then that would mean that your Lancers would be the sole champions of the MVC in 2019. As we've said earlier in the broadcast, it's shaping out to be a showdown in the playoffs between Central Catholic and Lawrence. The playoffs expected to start in 2 weeks, as the Lancers will finish off their regular season with games this Friday and Sunday against St. John's and Milford. And they're going to hope that they'll be able to go into those 2 out-of-conference games as the conference champions. North Andover, though, fighting hard to keep this game alive. They're on top here in the third, 5-4. As there's a nice set up the middle for Espinal. Timing wasn't there for a spike, though. Here's Gill. This time the timing was right. Gill sets it up. And that's Romero, beg your pardon, up the middle. Romero gets it done. Espinal over on the bench cheering on his teammate middle hitter. Nice dig there by Lozano. And nobody home as North Andover on top 6-5. Here's Gill with the set for Vaughn. Here's the set up the middle. The violation against the Lancers for the double touch. 7-5. Knights leading here in the third. And it's a violation on the serve from Andrew Jones. Libero couldn't get that one over. Side out, and the Lancer serve down by 1. Lozano with the left-handed serve. Lozano with the dig. Gill to the far side for Vaughn. Nothing but net. 8-6. Knights build up a 2-point lead. This is Jacob Colon, the sophomore, left-handed serve. Here's Gill with the set for Lozano. Ross tips that one over. Mena off the net, and Lozano keeps the play alive with the left hand. Doherty with the spike, deflected at the net by Romero. Here's Gill to set for Lozano. North Andover keeps this one alive, but not for long. 4 touches on the North Andover side. Lancers within 1 here, it's 8-7. Here's Dante Vaughn to serve. Puts it over with the right hand. Ross to Cologne. Far side, nice kill from Samuel Ursu. Lancers are going to get a brew back into the game as Vaughn heads to the bench. Here's Gill to set for Romero, inbounds. And Franco Romero with the kill. 9-8, Knights on top. North Andover leading overall. North Andover leading in the third, I should say, 9-8. And the Lancers leading overall 2-0. There's a serve from Romero. Tipped over by Ursu. To the far side for Reyes, and Reyes ties it up, 9 each. Romero gets ready to serve again. Romero lofts this one over. Sent over by Jones. Here's the set for Sanchez. And it goes out of bounds. Off the net, no deflection from a player. Just deflected off the net and goes out of bounds. So North Andover regains the lead, 10-9 here in the third. Ursu sends it over. Gill sends it over for Lawrence. Up the middle, Soskov couldn't keep that one in bounds, and once again, side out. Here is the serve from Gill. Lancers with the 1-point lead. 11-10 is our score. Nice spike on the near side from Lozano. 12-10 now. Gill serves. Lancers leading by 2. And that's a great spike there by Samuel Ursu. He's only a sophomore. Here's Liam Ross with the serve. Knights within 1 here in the third. Lozano gets that one to stick in bounds. Good placement. On the far side spike with the left hand. 13-11. Lancers leading in the third. Near side spike from Doherty, deflected backwards by Lawrence. Doherty, senior captain, picked up the kill. Serve from Doherty. Mena goes for the dig, but couldn't come up with it. Again, it'll be Eric Doherty. Getting ready to serve, right-handed serve, up and over. Set for Vaughn, well out of bounds. Dante Vaughn couldn't keep that one in. Lancers want to call timeout here as North Andover comes away with the lead, 14-13. As the Lancers lead overall, 2-0. Folks, we'll take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Get the app or open up your favorite browser to watch our videos. We have, remember, over 1,000 from the last 7 years. Currently featured the ALA Early College Ceremony, also the 2019 One-Step Competition, and the Upper School Academy Spring Concert. You can check out all those videos as well as previous sports games, concerts, and theatrical performances on the LPS Media YouTube channel. Here we go, continuing on here in the third set with the Knights on top 14-13. Lancers leading this one overall, 2-0. The Lancers are trying to clinch a share of the MVC title with a win today. And that one is deflected backwards by Reyes. The Knights on a 2-point run here after the timeout called by Lawrence. It's 16-13. Lancers are going to get Delphi Solar back into the game. And the serve from Doherty goes well out of bounds. Side out, Lancer serve now. LHS down by 2. Nice serve there from Mena, deflected backwards on the near side by North Andover. And a misfire on the serve by Felix. Lancers down by 2. 17-15 here in the mid stages of the third. Here comes the serve from the libero, Jones. Just inbounds over in the back corner. 17-16, the Knights on top. Here's the serve from Lozano. The set comes up the middle to Ursu. Samuel Ursu, the sophomore, number 22, with the kill up the middle. Cologne to serve. Left-handed serve, dug out by Mena. Solar knocks that one over on the far side. Tipped over by Lawrence at the net. Lancers trying to cut into this 2-point lead, and it's out of bounds. Good job by the Lancer defense, ducking under that spike from Doherty. Good awareness by the Lancers. As Solar gets ready to serve. Right-handed serve. What a serve, clipping the net and sinking to the ground. North Andover couldn't come up with it, and just like that, we're all tied up at 18. Delphi again. Another perfect serve. Espinal. Sorry, that was Franco at the net, and that's a violation on North Andover. Here's Delphi again. Lancers up by 1, and now we're back to a tie, 19-19. Deflected out of bounds over on the far side by North Andover. The Knights lead 20-19 here as we get late in the third set. And the Lancers hang on and end it, or will the Knights extend it? Romero with the serve. Tipped over by Reyes. And Reyes gets the kill, 21-19. The Lancers are trying to take over here as the Knights have fought valiantly here in the third set to keep it close. They were blown out in the first and the second, 25-15 and 25-14. Over to the far side for Reyes. What a bite there by Reyes, but he's called for the double touch. 21-20, side out, and it's North Andover's turn to serve. And Ursu, who's having a good game today, wipes off the ball, tosses it high into the air and serves. Out of bounds though. Going for the near side back corner. 22-20 with Gill serving. Here's Gill, who just misfires, comes up empty on the serve. 22-21 now. Ross with a nice serve. Mena sends it back, and the Lancers can't keep up with it. 22 all here. Anyone's game in the third set. And that's well out of bounds on the serve from Ross. The Lancers catch a break here. And the Lancers will serve up 23-22. Tipped out of bounds on the near side by Doherty. He thought it was deflected off of a Lancer, but it was not. And now it's match point 24-22. The Lancers are trying to clinch a share of the MVC title here on this play. Can they end it against their MVC rivals, the Knights? It's a great defensive play on the near side. Here's the set for Lozano. North Andover keeps it alive. Great defense. The game on the line here. Solar and Delphi ends it. And the Lancers have won the MVC regular season title, either tying with Central Catholic or, depending on what happens later this week, the Lancers could be the sole champions of the Merrimack Valley Conference. What a great victory here. The Lancers clinical in defeating the North Andover Scarlet Knights 3-0. And once again, the Lawrence High School Lancers, look at them go, pointing to the banners here at Lawrence High. You can see them pointing to the banners because they know the number 2019 will be up there. The Lancers will either tie with Central Catholic as MVC champions, or they still have a chance, depending on other results, to be the sole champions of the Merrimack Valley Conference. What an excellent season for the Lancers it has been. And we are very proud and happy to be bringing you this coverage here from Lawrence High, and yet another amazing volleyball run. Once again, folks, the Lancers defeat North Andover 3-0 and have clinched a share of the regular season MVC title. Folks, thanks so much for joining us once again. On behalf of my entire crew, my name is Jay Oza. Thanks for watching LPS Media, and we'll see you in the playoffs.